What's going on, guys? Welcome back to a new video. Today we're gonna be doing something a little different. You expected a gameplay? Nah, not today. Today we're gonna be discussing a couple things. I literally could not get them out of my mind. Literally kept me up at night. So let's jump right into it. Roll the title card. You saw the thumbnail, you saw the title. Today we're talking about games that just don't die. We're gonna be talking about the big four, as I like to call them, the four horsemen of hell. For Honor, Dead by Daylight, Brawlhalla, and Siege. All four of these games call us back to it like the Green Goblin mask does to Norman Osborn. Coward. And trust me, I would know better than anyone else. I am stuck playing these games day in and day out. I turn them on maybe an hour, 30 minutes, but somehow I get mad enough to turn it off and don't play it again. But that's besides the point. And trust me, I am not lying when I say this. I have the stats to prove it. I am not a LARPer. Throw the stats up. Look at that. There's just something about these games that make us not be able to put them down and pick up another game for a few hours. It's like they have some kind of voodoo magic in them. I just don't understand. Like, they're just so unique in a way to where there's no other games like them. They just have it perfected in the science that just chemically changes something in our brain that makes us want to keep playing them. I love the For Honor fighting system. Where else can I get such joy in mowing down my enemies, then getting jumped by 3 people and letting out blood-thirsty rage? Nowhere. I tried to find it. I went on Chivalry 1 and 2. It can't compare. Like, there's nothing like the uniqueness of the For Honor fighting system. Like, no one has implemented it into perfection how they did. And even when I say perfection, I don't mean it's the best thing to ever come out. I'm just saying there's nothing that can compare to what they do. Like, the system is just different. For example, Dead by Daylight, one of the best asymmetrical games there is out right now. The other ones haven't lived past a week. Friday the 13th, Killer Clowns from Outer Space, Chainsaw Massacre, died completely. There's a couple people still playing them, but come on, you can't compare to Dead by Daylight. And Jason just came out, so everyone's on there. And you know what's next? The Saw game and the Pinhead game. You know they're not gonna last. You know, the horror fans are gonna buy it, but it's not gonna do too well, and we know that.
Oh, you almost had it. You gotta be quicker than that.
Next up, Brawlhalla. Brawlhalla is one of those games that makes it unique because it's covering that one niche Nintendo does not live up to. Smash is one of the best games ever created, Nintendo port only. And with Nintendo, you know how their systems are. You know how their compatibility is. They don't care. They just want that money, and they just want you to keep buying Mario and Link and all these other games. Let's be honest. We're not playing on the Nintendo servers. Nintendo servers are straight buns. Next up, Siege, the tactical shooter of all tactical shooters. What tactical shooter do you know that you can get pixel peeked from 25 miles away by a pro gamer who thinks they're gonna go pro like Jinxie while your teammates haven't got past the 3rd grade reading level?
Chill. It was a misinput. Calm down. You calm the down. Oh, there was a misinput.
Exactly. None of them. So far, all the games that I've mentioned are those rage-inducing, but the most fun game of all. The highs are high, but the lows are low. But you know what? We're still playing them. That frustration doesn't beat our sense of accomplishment. So we're back on them. And you know what they all have in common? They're 10 years old. That's 1 decade. 10 years of frustration, 10 years of good moments, 10 years of fun. And these games, man, the frustration. Oof. But look, we're still playing them. They're all about to be 10. Brawlhalla is at 9. It's about to reach that 10 too. And guess what? You're gonna get that text from your friend hey, hop on Brawlhalla. And I did that, and I'm not even gonna lie. That's what made me think about this video, because I keep playing these rage-inducing games, but I have too much fun. But 10 years ago, I was 13 playing some of these games. Let that sink in. I was 13. I am not the same person playing these games, yet I still play them. It's crazy to think about, because it's like the local corner store watching you go in to buy a Capri Sun and a Slim Jim. Now they're watching you come in and buy 2 6-packs of Modelo's. That is crazy. Our frontal lobe wasn't even fully developed playing some of these games. So yeah, it's just crazy to think about. 10 years is a crazy accomplishment. So I just have to say my thanks to these games. But the fact these games can keep torturing us for so long and we still sit there and play them is insane. This needs to be studied in a lab. Because why do we do this to ourselves? Are we some kind of masochist? That's weird.
You weird.
And I haven't even started on the games that we just have to play every so often. And not the ones that, you know, like For Honor, where we just like feeling like we're better than everyone else. But it's the games that we always come back, like Minecraft. We always have that 2-week Minecraft phase. We've all know what that means. Yes, you know what that means. But Minecraft, it just has a special place in my heart, because it was one of the first few video games that I actually understood what I was doing. My mom bought me a 360 with Minecraft in 2011, a day I will never forget. But I love this game to death. I looked up every single YouTuber just wanting to watch more content. Popular MMOs, Dan TDM, and Stampy, to name a few. Goats forever will be, to this day, goats. But Minecraft the Minecraft devs are just, ooh, they infuriate me. They're the laziest devs to ever exist, and it just ticks me off. But that's a topic for another video, so I'm saving that. But Fortnite was the game. Doesn't matter what time of day it was, what year it is, we can always pick up Fortnite and have a little fun. And for example, me, I don't know how to build anymore. Maybe back in the day I could crank a 90 or 2, but now I'm an unk.
Stop
Well, not really, I'm still young, but that's besides the point. I can turn on no build and just jump right in. Fortnite done something that's never been done before on that level. No game was coming out for free, but Fortnite, they threw on the Battle Royale. Didn't even know if it was gonna succeed, but it changed gaming forever. Battle passes and microtransactions changed forever because they were the first ones to do it. The first ones to have us logging into a game like it was some kind of assignment. We played Fortnite more than we did our homework. Fortnite literally changed future generations, which I don't think is a good thing. Those Fortnite kids running around kind of scare me. And let's not forget about everyone's favorite game of all time, Overwatch. Overwatch. What a time to be alive. 2016, one of the best years in recorded history. We can fight about that, by the way. 2016, nothing like it. So don't even. But right after my birthday, a little game called Overwatch came out. And when I tell you that game had me locked in for the rest of the year and then some, I've never created more core memories than when I played Overwatch. But that same year, Overwatch did something that was so unheard of. A live service game winning Game of the Year.
The Game of the Year at the Game Awards 2016 is Overwatch.
This game was something else. Activision Blizzard cooked up something very special in their studios. And not too much on Activision Blizzard, because I'm not going to say I fully support them. We all know what goes behind the scenes in the studios. But when I tell you the gaming community erupted like a volcano for Overwatch, it was insane. And for a little guy like me, some of those characters had my neurons firing I'm Tracer. I'm Widowmaker. But Overwatch is the definition of a game that does not want to die. They tried so hard that they made an Overwatch 2. But by all means, that should not be possible. They literally grabbed Overwatch, reskinned it, slapped a 2 on it, and took out every single mechanic of the game and just ripped it out like some soulless husk of a monster. Literally did them as dirty as when Thanos just snatched the stone out of Vision's head. The game literally relaunched with no loot boxes, no new mechanics, just nothing but microtransactions out the wazoo. You literally had to buy the battle pass to get the new characters. Every single thing I loved and cared about in Overwatch was gone. It was like staring at an empty body just laying there. I've never been so repulsed about a sequel in my life until I met Overwatch 2. Thank God Marvel Rivals came out. Are we right? Are we right, guys? We hopping on Rivals! Yeah! But the reason why these games don't die is because they can't just rebrand them, stamp a 2, and then it lives on forever. Overwatch tried, and it's not good. It failed miserably. Imagine Minecraft 2, For Honor 2, Dead by Daylight 2. It's not possible. They would legit have to hit every single check mark and then some, because if they don't, it's just going to be another Overwatch 2 situation. So I don't think it can be done unless they just completely start new and do something revolutionary and just blow our minds. So the only thing holding these games together by a thread is us, the community. We're the ones that keep logging in every week, every month, calling our friends, texting them, hey, hop on this game, hop on that game. We are the driving force behind these companies. They might not have a lot of juice left, but the devs that actually care try and do something. Let's look at Dead by Daylight. We finally have Jason after all this time. Let's look at For Honor. Even though Jiren is the worst.
Leave me alone!
We still play the game. We complain, we cry, we laugh, but we play these games because they mean something to us. We are the final line of defense for these games. Look at Destiny 2. After all these years, one of the best looter shooters that I've ever played. I love Destiny 2 to death. Not even counting all the transactions you got to do to actually be able to play the game. But the Vanguard stood up for Destiny 2's cancel announcement. We're all wanting the game to live. Look at this petition of people that want them to continue Destiny's legacy. But all these people on this petition support Destiny. They want their favorite game to live on. So they need to do something. They need to capitalize on all this love that they have for games. So all these games that live this long, it's not like we don't put the blueprint out there for them. We tell them what we want. But please, Bungie, I need a Destiny 3. But that's my final message for this video. These games don't die because of people like you and me who keep playing them. And they're just so unique that we can't get that niche to be filled in by some other game. A lot of games try, a lot of games fail. But the games that do succeed, we support them full throttle. So if you guys like this new kind of content I'm doing, make sure to show me some love in the comments, like the video, and tell me all your hot takes. So if you guys want more, I'll see you in the next one. Stay chaotic. See you later.